Good evening. Thank you, Bo, for the kind remarks, and thank you all for the incredible reception. I'd like to start by thanking the W&L Athletic Department and the Hall of Fame Committee for even considering me, much less actually selecting me for this great honor. And Brian, Barbara, and Emily for putting together this beautiful evening. Thank you. I actually happened to be in Lexington, spending a weekend with some fellow generals when I received the call from Jan to let me know about the Hall of Fame induction. I was floored by the news. I still am. And that was before Jan told me what each of the other inductees had accomplished. Wow. So to the other inductees tonight, congratulations. It is an absolute privilege and a great honor to be standing here alongside each of you, and one that I will cherish forever. Since that call from Jan, I've been reflecting a lot about my athletic career and how my time at W&L prepared me for my future. And what I've come to realize is that my time on the sports field is what positioned me for so many of the other successes I've had so far in life, both professionally and personally. I am fortunate that over the past 15 years, I've had the chance to travel the world in business, work in many great teams to complete transactions, serve on a board of directors, and learn from a multitude of incredibly talented individuals. Most importantly, though, I've made many lifelong friends in the process and met my wonderful husband, Christopher Zuk, while living and working in London. And it all goes back to sports. You see, when I went to interview for my first job in investment banking, I did not have the best experience in the candidate pool. Not by far, but I got the job. And I kept asking myself, why, how? Sure, certainly some loyal alumni helped, but what I came to recognize was that what set me apart from some of the other candidates came from my involvement in sports. The job required working hard as a team to achieve a goal and not relying on individual merits. This is what sports is about, team. Working with a group to achieve a common mission, and only getting there by working together, knowing how to push each other, and most importantly, how to support each other. The same goes for business and so many things in life. So for the successes I've enjoyed to date, and certainly for this award tonight, I want to thank my teammates. I was nervous when I first showed up on campus, but from the minute we stepped onto that hockey turf, I knew this was home. There you challenged me, you pushed me to be my best, and I would not be here today without you. I will forever remember our wins, our losses, and most importantly, our laughs, both on and off the field, mostly at Utah and with many a lax tat. Many of you are here tonight, and I thank you for your friendship, but more than that, we will forever be a family. Speaking of family, my parents for literally chauffeuring me to hundreds of practices and games, my mother for hosting the first official W&L field hockey tailgate out of the back of our car, and my father for letting me pick W&L despite it being well above budget. Sorry, Dad. To my other family members, thank you so much for being here tonight, for supporting me at races and competitions over the years, and to my aunts for getting me back into competitive sports through triathlon. My husband, Chris, who played Division I soccer at University of Richmond, for letting my athletic drive and competitive spirit flourish, and being the best Ironman training partner. Still wish Coach Rolfe had successfully recruited you to be a general. Oh well. Sally Stillwell and Don Warner, my high school lacrosse and field hockey coaches respectively, for teaching me that the only way to excel in competition was to practice how you want to play and never back down, that wearing a school uniform is a privilege, not a right, one that must be continuously earned, and for building my confidence to truly believe that I could play at the college level. Jan, for putting your confidence in me as a recruit and eventually a player. I remember telling you that I did not need an official visit to Washington and Lee because Washington and Lee was my only choice. I'm sure glad that one worked out. Thank you. To Wendy, for building the field hockey program from the ground up, trusting me as a leader of the team and a starter in our first year as a varsity program, and for always being a friend. To Tom and Holly and the other athletic trainers for helping keep me healthy. That sure took a lot of work. And Barry and Marlene for turning a blind eye when I literally put my entire wardrobe on my pin rather than doing my own laundry. And of course, my friends who came all this way to be here tonight and supported us on the field and the sidelines over the years, and have since been there continuously for me through the ups and downs of life. I also want to thank all those in this room for what each of you has done or is doing to make it possible for WNL's athletes. You embody the spirit of WNL and our school's motto, not unmindful of the future. Because as I have realized, this is exactly what sports is about, preparing us for the future, and you have made it possible. Finally, for any current athletes in this room tonight, Brooke, I'm looking at your table, I remind you to cherish the moments on and off the field, leaving nothing behind. Because the memories of your experiences wearing the blue and white for the Generals are ones that you will carry forever. Together with your teammates, they will drive you, sustain you in the difficult moments, and define you, always preparing you mindfully for your future. Thank you, and go Generals.